Yes, if you are looking to start a business, this is where you should be. I've been MIA, but I'm back and better like I never disappeared. Unlike my other videos, I'm going straight to the point. I want to save you the stress of trying different things if you're about to start a business. I recently started one, and in the last 2 months, I've been navigating the business. I'm not new into business. Before you start asking why I have the audacity to come and talk about career mistakes, yes, I have been in business for quite a couple of years, but I took a break for 3 years. So avoid these 5 things if you want to scale up in your business. Avoid these 5 things if you're a startup. Avoid these 5 things if you do not want to make the mistakes that many other people make. Number one, never be in a hurry to sail or start. There is always this excitement when you have everything figured out. There's this excitement to just start. There's this excitement to hit the market. There's an excitement to set the ball rolling. But before you start, think it through. Think about your target market. Think about your think about your target market. Think about your knowledge about the service or the product. Think about the kind of people you want to serve. Think about the financial projection of the business, because business is not a playground. Like, it's wild and ghetto, it's warfare. So you have to put all these things into place. What kinds of people need your service? Where would you find them? All these things are questions that you need to give answers to. And so there's no need to rush. Stop thinking that if you don't start now, you're going to feel. No, it's better to plan, it's better to strategize before you execute. You can spend weeks, you can spend months strategizing, but the moment you execute, you're going to make less mistakes. And people are always in a hurry to start. So don't be that person in a hurry to start. Think about your financial projection. How much do you want to make? How much do you want to make? What's the strategy to make that thing? What kind of people do you need to serve? Are you going to serve for you to be able to make this amount? Because the truth is, we have different kinds of people with different needs. There are people who might not be able to foot the bills that you're giving to them. So you need to ask yourself, where I am at the moment, do I have people around this area that can pay for my service? You want to give premium service. Where are you going to find premium people, or where are you going to find people that are willing to pay for premium service? Because the truth is, some people are drawn or attracted to premium services, and some people are not willing to pay for those things. So you need to ask yourself these questions before you sell. Number two, never be too optimistic about your ideas. You see, you're brainstorming your ideas when you're meditating. These ideas will just flow from your inner you. It could be a brainstorming session with you and your team. It could be only you in that room, and these ideas could be sounding like the next thing after Jollof. These ideas could be sounding very brilliant, but the truth is, when you hit the market, you could be shocked. And this is why you do not have to be too optimistic about your ideas. I'm not saying do not have ideas. Have ideas, put them down in writing, but never be too optimistic, because an idea is only as good as the end product. An idea is only as good as the results that come out from the idea. When content creators create content, they never know the one that would go viral. I know there are people always saying viral posts. Yeah, those things work, but sometimes you never can tell which one will go viral. So never be too optimistic about the idea. Just freely create those ideas, freely brainstorm, and because you're going to be testing. Marketing is such that you keep testing until you find the one that resonates very well with your target market, because the pastries you're making are not going to be consumed by you. The footwear you're making, the cloth you're sewing isn't going to be worn by you. Your product is only as good as how much it resonates with your audience. Your product is only as good as how much it solves the problems. Number three, never assume that everybody is your target market. Like, it doesn't matter what you're selling. You're only speaking to a selected target market. You're not speaking to everybody. Everybody is not going to be interested in eating apples. Everybody's not going to be interested in buying tomatoes. Everybody's not going to be interested in eating healthy. Whether we like it or not, there are people who are very much in love with junk food. So understand that you're going to be serving only a selected market. So you don't get angry with your friends who are not patronizing you, or your family members who don't even care about what you're selling. Understand that you're selling to only a selected target market. It doesn't matter what it is, there is somebody in need of what you're selling. Number four is never compromise your character for success. There is this desperation that can overwhelm you, and you begin to say you want to succeed at all costs. Don't let it be you. Don't be that person that wants to succeed at all costs. There should be boundaries. There should be things you would say no to. There should be things you would say you would never do. Because at the end of the day, you're building character. There's a difference between your character and your reputation. A lot of people are interested in building reputation, but if you really want to go far, if you really want to go beyond where you are standing, you need to work so hard to build your character. And in building your character, you will be willing to say no to certain things. You will be willing to set boundaries for certain things, because you might be tempted to do certain things that you don't want to do. You might be tempted to do certain things that you have vowed never to do. But because the temptation is so urgent and you're desperate to succeed, never be willing to compromise on your character because you want to succeed, because you want to eat the cake. Like, say no. If you waited until this moment, you're very lucky. The last one here is never start your business without God. Business is not a playground. It's not a play field. It's not. It's not a place where you just want to win. You just want to win a trophy and go. It's warfare. Like, the devil is interested in what you're doing. Your competitors are out there. And now I'm not saying you have to kick your competitors or you have to swear on your competitors. But what I'm saying in essence is carry God along, because there's a difference between God's idea and the good idea. When you carry God along, it becomes easier. Easier in the sense, easy. When I say easy, it does not mean that there will not be turbulence. It does not mean that there will not be, it doesn't mean there's going to be an absence of turbulence or fire. There will be fire, there will be turbulence, there will be wind, there will be storm. But in the midst of all of these things, there will be the fourth man in the fire. There will be God in it, giving you peace, giving you assurance, giving you strategies that come from a divine place. Because at the end of it all, God wants to be glorified in that business. So if you're a Christian, listening to me, don't entertain that idea, that thought of starting a business without having that conversation with God. Because whether we like it or not, God is interested in you scaling. God is interested in you hitting it big. God is interested in your success. Your success will always bring glory to his name and is interested in it. Are you a newbie? Are you a startup? Let me know in the comment section your greatest fears. And also, have you been in business for years, for months? Let me know how you were able to navigate the early phase, because I heard, not that I heard, because I know that the early phase is always the most difficult. So let me know. Until then, guys, see you in my next video.